I don't know what just happened. I just ate a C's candy, just like a little piece of chocolate with stuff inside. And it made me cry a little bit. No, I wasn't having an emotional experience, but it's also like I didn't choke on it. I don't understand what happened. We're just gonna try to get started with a guitar tutorial for Kingston by Langston Hughes. Faye Webster. God, this guy. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm distracted. The day that I met you, I started screaming. Standard tuning, capo on the first fret, no bar chords. This is going to be a piece of C's candy. It's made out of fresh ingredients. You're gonna love it. Look, guys, the only thing that's ever happened in the world is you watched this tutorial and I was here showing it to you. Everything else is just a distant memory, and life as we know it is not ever going back the way it was. Would you please play an A minor 7 chord? Put your pointer finger on the first fret of the second string from the bottom. Put your middle finger on the second fret of the third string from the top. And sign up to follow me on Instagram. No charge required. You know how, okay, so on YouTube, it's like 60% goofing around, 40% instructional material. On TikTok, it's like 80% goofing around, 20% serious material. On Instagram, it is 98% goofing around, 2% serious guitar material. A minor 7 chord, go strum, and then just do a gentle little karate chop on the strings, and then strum down. Notice I'm not using a pick. Faye Webster likes to use her thumb and fingers, so I am liking to use my thumb and fingers like Faye Webster as well. Would you please use your thumb to strum down, and then just karate chop, and then strum down again with your thumb, and then karate chop one more time. The rhythm goes like this. Strum, chop, chop, strum, chop, chop. 1, 2, here we go. And strum, chop, chop. Did I show you how to play the chord? A minor 7. I did, right? Just in case. Pointer finger, first fret, second string from the bottom. Middle finger, second fret, third string from the top. Here's something I didn't say. If you can possibly stand it, have your thumb come up over the top and just touch the top string. That's not a requirement for this song, but it's a good idea. After you do those 2 strums on the A minor 7, we're gonna switch to a D minor 7. Here's what you do. Your middle finger moves down 1 string. So it goes from second fret on the third string from the top to second fret on the third string from the bottom. And then your pointer finger is gonna mash down onto the first fret of the bottom 2 strings. It's sort of like a mini little bar chord. So now we're like this. Pointer finger, smash down on the bottom 2, middle finger, second fret, third string from the top. Keep your thumb muting that top string if possible. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Uncle Stuart, I hate this. I hate using one finger to play 2 strings. Can I please go like this and then use this finger here? And the answer is yes, of course you can, because you're allowed to do whatever you want. But I think it's a really bad idea, and I'm not going to allow it. You're not allowed to do it. You have to do it like this. It's just, I just really think you should do it like this. This is a D minor 7 chord. Do the exact same strumming. Strum, chop, chop. Then we're gonna go to a kind of a weird G chord. It's actually not weird. It's the G that I use all the time-ish, kind of, I don't know. This was a mistake. Put your middle finger on the third fret of the top string. Put your ring finger on the third fret of the bottom string. You also want your middle finger to kind of lean down and mute the second string from the top. See how the tip of my finger's on the top string and that little under part, the dark underbelly of my middle finger touches the second string from the top and mutes it. And then you're gonna strum this chord once. It's a G. Then for the second strum, you're gonna add your pointer finger to the third fret of the third string from the top, like this. So we go strum, chop, strum with the pointer finger. See that? This is a G7. So we're going from G to G7. So far we have A minor, then the D minor 7, and then the G, G7, Now we're going to switch to a C chord, the classic C chord. I'm pretty sure they named it C because of the word classic. It's a demonic device to help you remember what the C chord is called. Put your pointer finger on the first fret of the second string from the bottom. Put your middle finger on the second fret of the third string from the top. Put your ring finger on the third fret of the second string from the top. Look, guys, don't try to go like this, where you have the space between your fingers. The fingers should be slanted so they're all like stacked on top of each other like that. Great. All right. I need a sip of my coffee because I'm really bored. And this keeps me entertained because, like, can I tell you a secret? I put a little bit of hot chocolate powder in my coffee today. It's not very good because it's like a high protein, zero sugar hot chocolate powder. It tastes kind of pretty disgusting, actually. On this world famous classic C chord, we're gonna do one strum, chop, then get rid of your pointer finger. Now it's a C major 7 chord, and you do your final strum on that C major 7 chord. This has been so much fun. Let's go ahead and play through everything that we have so far. 1, 2, karate chop a Rochambeau, A minor 7. Then switch to the D minor 7. Switch to the G, G7, and the C, C major 7. Oh, do you know what I just remembered? I think the way Faye Webster does it is she actually, sorry, you can do it either way. It doesn't matter. Here's just another option. I hate it when people give me options. I'm like, don't give me options. Just tell me what to do in a way so that you won't be mad at me. Please put your pointer finger on the first fret of the second string from the bottom. Middle finger, second fret, third string from the top. But then put your ring finger on the third fret of the top string and put your pinky on the third fret of the second string from the top. This is a C over G. And then you get rid of your pointer finger and it's a C major 7 over G. I think that's how Faye Webster plays the C chord. So she goes. But listen. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I'm not going to tell anybody if you don't tell anybody. Guys, good news. We've completed the verse to the song Ghost. So we're going to play through that twice. Exactly like that 2 times in a row. Then at the very, very, very end of the verse, she does it. An additional, she does it again, but she doesn't go to the C major 7. She just does the C chord twice in a row. Would you please, so we play it twice all the way through, and then we do it where we just stay on the C chord twice in a row. Great. Let's play the whole verse all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was really good. Moving on. Let's go ahead and learn the interlude to the song. Guys, the interlude is a piece of pie. This is when she's like humming and stuff, and I feel like there's some sort of a instrument solo. I don't remember. You're gonna play A minor 7 chord, exactly like in the verse, then the D minor 7, exactly like in the verse, then the G to G7, exactly like the verse, and that's the interlude. The interlude is just the verse exactly, but you leave off the last 2 chords, the C and the C major 7. Instead of going to the C and the C major 7, we jump straight into the chorus of the song. Chorus goes like this: 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 4. It's just that 3 times. You play the D minor 7 chord, exactly like we did in the verse, but now the strumming is you're just gonna strum down 8 times. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Instead of counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Same difference. 1 of 2, 2 of the other. 1 tomato, 2 potatoes, 3 potatoes, 4. Look at this. Look at this. We've got a little head wig over here, and look. It says Neville right there. It says divination right there. Guys, these flowers are made out of pages from Harry Potter. Yes, Harry Potter. Patience. Valaknal. Peter Pan. I gotta put this down because otherwise I'm just gonna keep doing that all day, guys. So the chorus is you do the D minor 7 chord. You strum down 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we switch to C major 7, just like in the verse, and you strum that 8 times. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you do it again, and then you do it again. And that's the chorus. Then we've made it to the interlude. Guys, guess what? The interlude is literally exactly the same as the verse. You just play A minor 7, D minor 7, G, G7, C, C major 7 once, and that's the interlude. Then we get to the second verse. The second verse is exactly the same as the first verse, except I'm gonna show you an ever so slightly different strumming pattern this time. This time it incorporates in the main rhythm guitar that Faye Webster is playing, and then some of the stuff that she does live and some of the stuff that's in the recording. Don't get excited, it's not very much fun. It's basically the same strumming, just instead of karate chopping the strings, we're gonna do this little quick little strum. So we're gonna go strum with a thumb. Then you're gonna strum down using the nail of your pointer finger, but at basically the same time you strum, you're also gonna use this part of your hand to choke off the sound. So it goes strum. See that right there? I'm going strum. Honestly, it's not worth doing. I would just keep doing the strumming from the first verse. I just wanted to, let's just try it through the chords once. So same chords, A minor 7, D minor 7, G, G7, C, C major 7. 1, 2, waste of time and thumb, whack, strum, whack, strum, whack, strum, whack, and boom. I messed up. It's fine. We got it. We get it. Trying to get better at winking. Then you go on to the interlude, exactly the same. You just do A minor 7 to the D minor 7, and then the G, G7, and start the second chorus. Second chorus is exactly the same as the first chorus. It's just D minor 7, boom, this time though, instead of doing it 3 times, you do it 8 times. Ocho, that's Spanish for 8. Surprised you didn't know that. And then after 8 times, it fades out. Most cowardly and fearful way to end a song. But I'll tell you what, instead of leaving you there, let me tell you that there's some solos and stuff in this song. If you wanted to improvise a solo along with it and do some of the lead guitar kind of stuff, let me show you the scale that would work beautifully. So by a show of hands, who knows what key this song is in? Looks like all of you know what key it is. So let's all say it at the same time. It's in the key of C. Well, yes. Hermione, I heard you in the back. You said D flat because the capo raises it a half step. So technically it's in the key of D flat, but it's in the key of C. Don't be an idiot. Here's what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the C major pentatonic scale, which is exactly the same as the A minor pentatonic scale that you can use to improvise a little solo if you want to make a little jam sesh out of the song. Go to the 5th fret on the top string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like the 6th fret because of the stupid capo. You're going to play 5, then 8 on the top string. The next string play 5, 7. Next string play 5, 7. Next string play 5, 7. Next string play 5, 8. Next string play 5, 8. So it's just 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Here's the deal. Those 12 notes right there will sound good with all of the chords in this song. So what you can do is you play the chords, you get the vibe of the chords in your head. Got the vibe. I've got the vibe. Ready to solo, make stuff up using that scale. gotta be done because I gotta take my dogs out to pee. The day that I met you, I started screaming.